The consultative meeting on Armed Forces Special Powers Act AFSPA convened by the state government with civil society organizations and tribal hohos was held at Rhododendron Hall, Police Complex in Chumoukedima today. After the meeting, United Democratic Alliance Chairman T.R. Ziliang said the meeting was held in a positive manner with free and frank discussion held amongst the state government and the civil society organizations.
As I say, the state police, we have about 20,000 forces. Those people now they have re-strengthened their forces in all the police stations. So with this, our own forces, if we can implement the ceasefire ground rule, there is no question of reimposing this AFSPA in our state.
So what is the view of the civil society, the tribal-based organization?
Yes, some are of the view that the whole state should be lifted and this AFSPA should be repealed in total. But that will take the process will take a long time. That is so we should start in our own state with a place like Sikkim. They are peaceful, so AFSPA is lifted. And even Tripura, Mizoram, now AFSPA is lifted. So it depends on the situation also.
So, sir, are we getting closer to Naga solution with the lifting of partial lifting of AFSPA?
No, that is also we have discussed. If Naga solution is resolved, then Nagaland will become the most peaceful state. So when there is no arms group, question of imposing this AFSPA also does not arise. So this also we have decided to work together, to come closer to each other and find out the middle path to resolve this issue, Naga issue.
So, sir, last question regarding the Oting incident. Why the SIT report has not tabled it to the public domain yet? Why delay?
It has to go to the court. It has to go to the Army court. Then Army court will decide. Then it will become public document.
So it's been 4 months, and then we have heard that the SIT report has been completed. So it's supposed to be tabled to the public domain as well.
No, it is not like that. It is not state within the domain of state. State government also cannot touch till the report goes to the court, Army court. Then the court will decide. Then it will become public.
So when can we expect that? It's been 4 months
That's
now.
why we have to approach government of India to hasten up the process.
We will write to the government of India that this AFSPA, according to us, is very, very bad. Or we call it Draconian law. So when there is a peace in our land, there should be no this act in our land. And in pursuance of that, we will write to the government of India once again. Partial removal, of course, that is something is better than nothing. But still, we feel that when there is no reason why AFSPA should be imposed, we feel that it should be completely removed.
So was the state government also in favor of removing the act permanently?
Right. Even the state government is with the people. It is with the people.
Partial relaxation was not satisfactory to everybody.
Even the state government?
State government also, they said they worked towards that. They appreciated the relaxation. But for the public there was no two opinion that this partial relaxation of some parts and retaining only in Naga areas, even in other states, it was kind of an insult to our human intelligence.
So are you rejecting the partial?
No, I mean, we can't reject what has been done. I mean, it's good that partial relaxation, but it shouldn't have been partial. It should have been wherever, and it should be repealed. This kind of law does not deserve to exist in any democracy. Normally, we are always critical of government. I think they have not been able to perform to the satisfaction of the people. But whatever it is, there were no two opinions among the government servants as well as the politicians that this act should go. So I think we're satisfied.
Okay, so the state government was also in favor of removing the AFSPA permanently from the state.
That's right.
Thank you, sir.
Naga Students Federation is not satisfied because we have seen many leaders accepting the piecemeal
given towards particularly towards the Nagas and to the state of Nagaland. As we have resolved, and as we have already came out with the directive to all the units of the Naga Students Federation, that Naga Students Federation will continue not to cooperate with the Indian Armed Forces, and we will ensure that Naga people will not accept any humanitarian aid provided by the so-called Friends of the Hill people. For so long AFSPA exists, and for so long AFSPA operate in our Naga homeland.
The important point was that as per the committee where I am a member, the Chief Secretary is there and headed by a very senior officer in the Government of India. So it was agreed that the lifting of the AFSPA from our state, this is a pilot experiment. This is a first step, and like if everything goes well, this is the first phase. Second phase, more maybe lifted from our state. It all depends on the situation, because as today's meeting, we have had this consultative meeting with all the tribal leaders, the NGOs, the students. It has been that it is a agreed and joint responsibility for us to keep the peace in these areas and to ensure that we do not give reason why AFSPA would continue or be reimposed. In fact, we had proposed that except in the border areas, like the other areas could be revoked. But we also had to keep in mind that there are certain parameters, certain criteria, and also the reason should be uniform for all, not the entire state. You know, we can't pick and choose. So after we set a certain criteria where the past like incidents have occurred, the rate of crime, you know, the reports of like such activities. So based on that, based on statistics, this first step was taken. So therefore I do not have any objection, because at least it is an opening, it is a first step. So we had said that only the Indo-Myanmar border areas, this is an area of concern, and this requires a lot of force. And here, of course, the original mandate of the Assam Rifles is also the safeguarding of our international border. So, except for that area, I'm quite confident with a little bit of more support, a little bit of re-strengthening of our force, we should be able to, I'm quite confident I've got a great team of officers and we should be able to do it. But I agree with the Government of India's stand that we have to go about it in a cautious and phased manner. Yeah, systematic, so that we don't have any hiccups, along the way. Now for these areas, we have reinforced with our NAP battalions. For example, like one of the hohos raised about Toinsang. Already 2 companies have been ordered. They will be deployed in that area. So that way, I am also very happy that our tribal leaders also, they have given very good suggestions. In fact, the Toinsang area, the president, he raised this issue about strengthening the police over there. That was completely in our line of thinking. And also, once more I raised a point about community-oriented policing. So I appealed to all the tribal hohos, all the NGOs, the student bodies, that this is a joint responsibility that has been given to us. The whole world is watching us. So let's be together in this and like work towards a peaceful Nagaland where there is no. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.